Hello, friends.
Hello.
Happy Sunday.
Yay.
Yay. Welcome to Keto Cooking. We are going to bring you a couple of things.
Yeah.
We're going to bring you a really fast, really easy keto pizza. You're going to see it come together in like minutes, literally.
Which is really good because I'm super hungry and I haven't eaten anything yet today at all.
And doesn't pizza sound so good?
Yes, it really does. And we're still talking about it.
And we're still talking about it. Y'all, you tell them what we're going to do, and I'm going to share real quick.
So we're going to get started on the pizza, but we also have a little sneak peek. We're doing a little research and development this week. It's Sunday, which means it's sous vide Sunday.
Sous vide Sunday. No, we're not making sous vide pizza. I know what you were thinking.
That would be weird.
It's so weird.
That would be weird. But we are trying out, they had, I found prime brisket on sale this weekend at the grocery store. So I bought one,
oh my gosh.
and we're gonna sous vide a brisket. I'm gonna smoke it for a few hours, then put it in the sous vide for about 24 to 30-ish hours. We'll see how it comes out. I don't know how it's gonna work yet. So anyways, it's just some R&D. We'll kind of show you a little bit of that as I'm pulling it together too. But
now we've done some research into other people that do sous vide cooking, and we've watched a few of their brisket, trials, and everybody says it's amazing.
Yeah.
The results are amazing. So I don't think it's going to be bad.
No,
have we ever had a bad sous vide dish yet?
No.
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 We haven't. We've been really, really happy with everything that we've tried.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
All right, let me see if anybody's on. Hello, my friends. All right, how's the connection? The connection looks great on my computer.
Yeah,
look at
a lot
that.
better. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we
had
upgraded our
issues.
internet.
So we did a Valentine's video. We did surf and turf, and the connection was not great. So we just
so disappointed.
The food was great, and the recipes are awesome. So we pulled the videos down. We're gonna in the near future we'll redo those recipes so you guys can get them, because I think they're really useful year round. We were doing it for Valentine's Day, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Such is life.
All right, let's get this baby turned on.
All right. Before you fill the room with gas. There we go.
I shouldn't touch this.
Okay.
Gas, we don't have a gas stove, and so I just am not used to using one, and I'm kind of intimidated.
So
whatever.
All right, here we go. So what we're gonna do, this is just a cheap non-stick pan. This isn't anything special, so don't think you need anything hardware.
Yep.
It's like, I want to say it was like $10 at Walmart. It's not expensive. So just use a non-stick pan, whatever you got. It doesn't have to be all that fancy. And this one's even kind of old. So. And
it's pretty small. It's like perfect for an individual size pizza.
Yes,
yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm taking some shredded mozzarella cheese and I'm putting it straight into the bottom of the pan.
Into it.
Okay, and if you're thinking, oh my goodness, that's crazy, it's gonna make a mess, it won't, and I will show you why. So good. I'm just gonna kind of even it out in the pan a little bit so it's kind of in an even layer. And we're just gonna leave it on like a medium, our heat went out.
Uh-oh. You think it's out of...
No, there it goes. There it goes. Okay.
Hey.
All right.
Nice.
So we're gonna put it at a medium heat. This is only like the third time we've used this burner, so I guess we're still getting used to that too.
Yeah, a little bit, yep.
So, anyway, so we're gonna put it at about a medium heat. It's gonna take a minute for the cheese to melt. We're just gonna let it melt. In fact, really, we're kind of letting it burn on the bottom. It's so good. And that's what makes it really good. And it's not, so if you're like, I don't like burnt food, guys.
You really can't.
It doesn't taste like burnt food. It's not like a burnt pizza crust.
No, nothing like that.
It's totally different than that.
I actually made a little bit of a mistake last night and just had the heat too. I made one of myself. I can't even talk right now. I made myself one of these last night because I was hungry and I wanted to munch and I wanted to eat bad things. And so I made this for me because I knew it was going to be delicious and really, really satisfying. Yeah. And I had the heat too high and literally it really did get burnt. But the taste, like from what I smelled from what came out of the pan, I was like, oh no, I ruined it. Oh no. But it just had this slight burnt taste and I really overcooked it. So just use medium heat, don't use medium. I had it on medium high and just let it go too long. So anyways, that's a pro tip for you.
While the cheese is melting down, I'm gonna sprinkle in some Italian seasoning. So this is just a mixture of some Italian herbs. It's kind of the flavor profile you think of when you think of Italian cooking or pizza in that marinara sauce. So I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle this over the top.
I think this is a key component just because it really gives it that Italian pizza flavor. Yeah. And then I do the salt.
You're right.
Next. I just do a little bit of pink salt or whatever salt you have.
Yeah.
Yep.
So a pinch or two of salt. And then I'm out of sorts here. Okay.
Here, I'll do it.
And then
you talk, I will cook.
So now what we're gonna do, the cheese is still melting. It's not done yet. It's still kind of slowly melting down. Just don't touch it. You just gotta leave the cheese alone. Don't start poking it and messing with it. Just let it go.
Away.
Just don't touch it.
Don't walk away too far though.
And then you're just gonna drizzle some tomato sauce on top of the cheese, on top of the salt and the herbs.
What I do is I just take the back of the spoon and I just kind of move it around.
Gently though, because you don't want to mix up the cheese and get it all, because it's kind of globby at this point. It'll kind of get into just like a ball basically. Yep. So don't touch it. You want it to crisp up on the bottom. And then while it's doing that, this burner's hot.
Yeah, well, it's a gas. We're not used to.
Yeah, I'm used to electric.
Gas just cooks so differently than our glass top electric.
And then I have pepperoni just straight out of the package. It's actually cold, straight out of the fridge. I'm just gonna lay it in there as much as you like. And guys, this is where you CIY. Okay, so we used just a typical jarred marinara sauce and pepperoni, but you can use Alfredo, you could use chicken, you could use pesto sauce, you could use...
I love using pesto on pizza. It is so good.
So you could mix
done that too?
Marinara and pesto or Alfredo. Make it your own. You could add vegetables, whatever you like on your pizza, make it here.
Yep.
And so you're just gonna cook it until it gets pretty brown around the very edge. You can see it get brown, and then once you see that happen, then what you can do is take a spatula. I find like a one that needs to be non-stick for your non-stick pan so you don't ruin it. But like a fish spatula, they're usually longer, a little bit more flexible. That's
really
kind of
thin. It's got a really thin.
And I've used a regular spatula for this, but anyways, you can get by with it, but this is what will make it the easiest. So you gotta kind of.
And if your cheese, so he's working on kind of just loosening the edge. If your cheese starts to like ooze a little bit, that means it's just not quite ready. Yeah. So just let it brown until it really holds together. Yeah. And you're gonna kind of have to work around the edge depending on how good your nonstick pan is. Ours is pretty old, and like we said, it's a really cheap pan, so it just is what it is. But it works beautifully. So don't think you need to have fancy equipment for this. But it's starting to loosen up really nicely.
Just be patient with it. Don't try to jam it in. Just kind of work it all the way around the edges until everything starts to loosen up.
And I even like to let mine go just a little longer. I mean, this is yours. You're eating this, so you do what you want. But I like you just play with how long you cook it, because you might like it a little more done, a little less done. I don't like ooey globs of cheese. I do. He does. So he'll probably cook it a little less than I would, but it's super yummy.
So there you go.
Pizza.
There you go.
Look at that.
Done deal.
Can you see it okay?
Let's take a little closer here.
He'll bring it to you. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision, because it literally smells. Don't let it slide off. Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
I can just see it going.
But you can see let's see if I can show you. See how the bottom got nice and brown there? Brown. See? And we've had it black.
Yeah, and that was me last night.
Yeah, we've had it black. And it doesn't taste burnt because it's such a thin layer. And right above that is melty, yummy cheese. And you just don't, it doesn't taste burnt. So, yeah, this is 5 ingredients. Awesome.
Mozzarella cheese, Italian seasonings, salt, marinara sauce, and toppings. We just put pepperoni on it. So ours was a 5 ingredient. It came together in about 5 minutes. Yeah. I mean, super fast, super easy, and literally tastes like pizza. And you can cut it, and it's crispy, and you can actually hold up the piece like a slice of pizza. I shouldn't be cutting on the plate, but
probably not.
Well, this is why I went on a cutting board, but all of our cutting boards are dirty right now. Yeah. We were slicing up the. You want to talk to them about what's behind you?
Yes, let's do that.
While I do this.
I'm gonna let me grab this camera here. I was gonna have you do this.
There it goes.
You
I
improvise.
just want to show you.
Show y'all
Like
here.
it's super crispy, and I can literally hold it.
Right.
I can literally hold it like a pizza. See how it's not flopping around?
Nice.
I'm not going to eat this because this is my husband's.
don't eat my
He's
pizza.
very hungry right now. But
I don't share food with.
no, he doesn't share food at all. He gets, yeah. Anyways, but it's so good, and literally, it's not flopping. It's not soft, and it's just perfect. And it does have a crisp. Do you want to show them?
Go ahead and take a bite. Look at that.
I don't know if you can hear that. Super crispy. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Nice little flatbread pizza.
It's so delicious. So we hope that helps you stay on track when you're really hungry and you need something fast.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna let you run the camera.
Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Okay, let me just do it this way.
Yeah, don't flip around. Hello, can you see me? There we go. So what I have here is a prime brisket. Can you show them the meat here? There we go. So what I did was I trimmed it off. It was a 14-pound brisket. I trimmed off all the fat because with sous vide, you don't want all that fat in there. With sous vide, it doesn't render the fat like it does on like a smoker or in the oven. So I trimmed off a ton of the fat.
Should we show them the fat?
Yeah, so I saved it all here. There's about 4 pounds of trimmings here that I took off of it.
4 pounds of fat.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, all that to say, this is a prime brisket, and even if it wasn't, brisket has a ton of fat running all throughout the meat, so you don't have to worry about it really drying out. If you have it on the smoker, leave the fat on, that's fine. But if you're cooking it sous vide, don't worry about it. Now,
Look at that.
what I am gonna do, and I haven't done this before, but I'm gonna try it, is I'm gonna take all this extra fat and I'm gonna put it on the barbecue with the smoke, with the brisket, because I'm just gonna cook it for a few hours.
And why are you cooking the brisket just for a few hours before you sous vide
So
it?
it gets that smoky barbecue,
Nice.
quintessential brisket flavor. So it's just gonna be a couple hours though. It's not like a normal brisket. It's 12 to like 24 hours on the smoker. I'm just gonna do it for a couple hours, then throw it in the sous vide for a while. But the fat I'm gonna smoke. It's gonna render down. I'm gonna save it in a mason jar, so I'll have this smoked beef fat. It's gonna be super rich, and I think it's gonna be awesome to like saute some vegetables in.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. You probably cook a flip flop in it. It'll taste good. I saw that from Guy Fieri.
It's for you, Guy.
Anyways, we're doing some R&D on this. We'll probably share some more of this and see how it turns out, unless it's just absolutely.
And so we'll
atrocious.
probably be pulling this out of the sous vide when?
Probably Tuesday. We'll pull it out probably Tuesday during the day, and then when I get home that night, I'll sear it.
So we might be able to go live Tuesday night to show you what it looks like, probably after it's seared.
Yeah.
Or something like that, just so you guys can see the finished product.
We'll take some pictures and we'll throw it up on the Facebook page too. So follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us here, get the bell on.
Look at that! Oh, it was the smallest one they had was 15 pounds, and it was on sale for $2.99 a pound. Yeah. But it was prime. You don't get prime beef at that price when it's brisket. Not in Texas anyway. Texas is like all about the brisket. Yeah. So, anyways, that is our R&D. Let's just take one more look at that pizza. Yeah. You guys need to go make this. Mozzarella cheese, some seasonings, marinara sauce or pesto, and your favorite topping. Oh, looks so good. I might have to make one for myself, even though I just ate. Maybe later.
I might make another one.
All right, guys. Well, that is it for us. Thank you so much for joining. Please share this video. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed if you have not done that, and make sure your bell is on.
It's not working.
I can't do it with one hand.
really good try. That was
sometimes. Anyways,
improvised fail.
Y'all, this is who we are. This is us. We're not fancy. We're not like professional YouTubers. You just, what you see is what you get. So we hope you enjoy this. There's our tripod. Thank you so much for joining, and we will see you on the next keto cooking episode.
Okay, bye.